Hey guys, we're here at the Graphics Pro Expo in Long Beach, California. And with me today is the founder and owner of GarmentPrinter.com, Fern Padilla.
Thanks.
How's it going, Fern?
I'm doing great, doing great. It's a Saturday morning session, last day for the show. We've had some good success thus far. The density has been decent to really good. And fortunately, we have a nice showcased area where people can stop and see all the pedigree that we bring to the table. But either way, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of build up your ego a little bit, but in all seriousness, I like your booth more than any other one here, because you're kind of doing it all. I mean, you're a one-stop shop at GarmentPrinter.com, and everything from DTG, DTF, HTV, eco-solvent,
embroidery,
UV.
laser, experience, technician, supplies. 35 years. I could help you finish your sentences at this point, at this rate. But either way, thank you for that.
So let's go check out the show.
Sure.
So Graphics Pro, it's a little bit different than an impression show, which is Impressions is really focused on apparel. This is going to be a little bit more additionally signage and engraving. Again, it's a little bit broader, kind of like a a miniature Printing United show.
Correct. I think this is for the soft side of the business, which is where I really flex. The soft side of the business being apparel.
I mean, we got Samuel here.
All the branding. You do have your customers and your distributors that do support that, but as you notice, the ISS really is the one that has all the other things. But GPX, great show. One thing that we've noticed here, we've been coming here for many years, is that the quality of the conversations we have. These are actual business people. These are people that, hey, I'm in the game. I'm looking to stay relevant in my game, and at the same time, that's a good opportunity for me. Hey, because you are in a business, you're talking to customers. They need the soft side as well, not just in lasered cups. Embellish this, laser cutting for trophies and plaques and awards and engraving. They are talking to somebody that needs apparel. So when we present ourselves and show the way we do it on the fun, creative, artistic approach, yeah, it does well. It does well. We have those great conversations. Plus, we're also noticed at this type of show, again, there's real big players. I really swim nicely in the cottage sector, as you know, but in this world, there's some nice sized accounts. Companies with the big facilities are not afraid of making some big investments, and we definitely have those quality conversations.
So here's like something though, Fern. We got a Cybertruck here, and they're wrapping it. I mean, this started as silver. Now they've got this nice metallic gold on there.
I dig it. I totally like it. Okay.
I mean, this is stuff you don't see at Impressions. Like you said, Impressions all about soft goods. Here we've got hard goods.
Correct.
It's not necessarily...
It's still decorating, believe it or not. But yes, I get it. Amazing.
I mean, here on DecoNetwork doesn't exclusively say, hey, you can do vehicle wraps, you can do signage. But guess what? You can. We actually have clients who will upload images of a panel truck, or you could even do a Cybertruck, and all it is add a box. Customer can drop it. Is it going to be your final exact artwork that you're going to download? No, but they can visually get it, and then you can mock it up. But
well, the technology, the tools of technology nowadays, yeah, everything is possible, etc., without having to commit a dime to your experience here. So I totally get it. It's funny we're talking about this because I had a lengthy conversation with. They're big. These guys are coders. They're always looking for new opportunities. They have DTG under control in a big way. And they said, Fern, we wanna look into the car wrapping business. I go, we need to go to SEMA. Okay, first of all, because that's where you see that. That's a great show if you haven't been. So because part of their vision was being able to give that online experience, print the things and ship it to individuals. I go, there's some pluses and minuses. I see we got to identify and how do we proof this concept out. But right now, I think because most of the guys that have a car of this nature, or they have whatever their car is, they really want to white glove that experience. If they want to do it their own, I haven't seen that. They usually want to pay somebody to do it. But again, this is the type of healthy dialogue that I need with the guys that are just looking for new opportunities, and that I could absolutely appreciate and respect. But no, it's funny. This is a great market, very saturated market, I'd have to say. So those who do a great job, like I'm seeing here, obviously, will continue to do well. Okay, but.
Yep. No, and behind us is Wraps On University. So at a trade show like this, not only are you seeing cars being wrapped, but you can actually be taught and shown how the actual process works.
Well, as we know, every industry is thirsty for information, thirsty for how-tos, thirsty to, hey, how could I do that myself? I want to do that myself. So, no, the fact they have this type of environment, it's again, just another way for people to express what they want to do, become independent, or, again, just stay relevant with what's going on in the trade.
And I've checked out your YouTube. You're getting really good at producing a lot of that content and education. I mean, what I've always said, content is king.
No, absolutely. Content, quality content. Quality content. You know, I've been doing this for 35 years, you know, started in the embroidery side, but ever since the digital came to the world, again, it's just, everything is just explosive, and being able to take advantage of the technologies, take advantage of the affordability of the technologies, take advantage of the tools that are available. Now it's just, what's your direction? You know, and that's another thing that we really do identify at the shows.
Everything from a Mamaki UV printer, which I know you got at your booth.
Right.
We got flatbed UV, eco solvent. Again, we got another Cybertruck that they're about to drop this wrap on. And that's how you write something off right there, right? Just brand it. And,
I've seen those write-offs. I certainly have. You know, I've been coached myself, so I'm not going to go to this degree, but yeah, I get it. I get it.
Oh yeah, I'll just throw the logo on the side, make a little magnet. But again, what differentiates this show is a lot of essentially the signage. If you go to like a PPAI show, you're going to see more of the promo product world.
Correct.
What was the other show that you talked about that is also primarily signage? Was it?
We talked about Print United, the ISA.
ISA, that's it.
Yeah.
ISA is a big show.
They're monster shows, absolutely. And back to, again, not concerns, it's just there's so much to see, you know, in such a small amount of time. You know, you have to be careful of where you want to position your company, position the assets that you bring to the table. And there are some tools like the Mamaki brand of equipment. Those are broad spread, versus a brother printer, that's more apparel. So, you know, that kind of, those things need to be considered when you want to exhibit at these type of shows. But again, you got to go regardless. If you're in the game, you're in the business, you got to diversify, stay relevant with information, and check out different shows, because, you know, that's how you find these opportunities. You know, when you are just stuck in just one lane and not constantly exploring different ways of doing things, you're limiting yourself. So again, if you want to grow, you definitely have to stay on top of the curve of getting the information. And then when these shows come to you, remember, take advantage of going. It's affordable. You know, it's a write-off. Again, as we know, take the wife, you know, find a babysitter for the kids and just get out there.
Watch it, because my wife keeps bringing it up, and I'm like, oh gosh.
Well, my wife's with me all the time, so I'll still throw you under. It's okay.
So let's take a quick lap around. Again, my favorite booth as far as the way you got it all set up, and you are doing more than just, I mean, most booths here, DTF. It's everyone's favorite new decoration
I'm not even sure anybody else has DTG here, to be perfectly honest with you.
You do.
We're seeing it left and right. You know, let's start by walking over there if you don't mind.
Yep, we're back here though. We got a UV roll-to-roll. Then we have a UV DTF roll-to-roll.
Right. So DTG, again, it's been around, it's proven, it's a concept that makes a lot of sense. But again, we're talking about there's a business model there, there's a business model here, there's a business model here, there's a growth opportunity. Again, this right here actually plugs into the bigger digital line system, so you could see, you know, it's all under one belt. So all that matters when you're choosing your right manufacturer. But again, this is a real viable business, been around for many years, and we've been in it since it's started in 2004 when I saw my first machine, 2005 when we started selling the machines, and we've been at it ever since. So we've seen the evolution, the journey, and it's not dead at all. It's more about, it's another way to decorate apparel. Screen printing is one way, DTG is one way, DTF is one way. I was always asked, is the screen printing going to go away? Absolutely not.
It's not.
Absolutely not.
No.
This is just a different way to address and be that traffic cop and make that right decision. You know, this has to go to screen print because it sells automatically. It's one color, it's 1,000 pieces. No, even if I broker it out. Here, no, I want the smaller stuff I'm turning away. I'm able to do it. I really want to go online in a big way. Again, you have that entire curve. So DTG, not dead at all. And in fact, we're looking at our numbers. I go, no, it's still up there. Now, DTF makes a nice twist to the whole thing. Again, this right here in the early days, I would have tried to DTG it. Okay, and we probably could have done it and it would have been a pain, but now with DTF, it's like, nope, take measurements, zip, slap, okay? So again, that kind of stuff you couldn't do before, so I see, again, everything has a specific lane. But as we go from DTG, you know, again, everything being digital, oh, I remember those guys.
Well, and you know, the cliche is, there's a lot of different tools in the tool belt, every decoration process.
Right.
You know, hey, there is a hammer, there's a screwdriver, there's a drill.
Yes.
And you know, a screwdriver and a drill are very similar. But if you try to take a drill certain times, you could really screw it up.
Yep.
Or do you want to, like, if you're building a deck, do you really want to use a screwdriver each time? So every decoration process is a time and place. Sometimes they can do the same job, but is it going to be the best tool for the job? And one of my favorite things, and this is also what's always hurt me being young, is there's so many different ways you can make money. And there's so many different business models.
Slow down.
A big tip, pick your niche, your business model, and pursue it. I started in this industry when I was 20. I was like, oh my gosh, I can do stores, I can do B2C, B2B, I can do contract. Let's do it all at once. That's where I always made the biggest mistake.
The shotgun approach, I've seen that plenty of times. It's like, it's easy to get excited and good, but yeah, as a business owner, and what are your goals? If your goals are to monetize off your passion, as you put it, what is your passion lane? Find it and just stay on that river until you got that on autopilot, and then what's the next thing and the next thing, and you just, but linear focus here. My passion, and I think it's celebrated here, it's more about, hey, we're apparel decorators, you know, and again, I'm doing stuff. This is UV DTF. This is traditionally for our hard goods. This is for plaques. This is for all this whole case was decorated with UV DTF. But by accident, a fun accident, we tried it on a cap. Hey, that looks cool. And because, again, it's a polyester shell, that glue sticks on it oh so nicely. Whereas if I did a poplin or anything else, doesn't stick nice, it doesn't look great. But again, we're able to go beyond the basic box and just making sure that we're always experimenting and enjoying. But again, now I have different reasons to justify this thing. My little pin. Where's yours, by the way?
Oh, I have it in my book bag.
Little pin with the tools that we have here. I'm able to systemize. I got one for you.
You engraved it?
We printed it.
No, not engraved. I'm sorry. You did cut it though. You had a piece of plastic that you started with.
Yeah. We have a laser. You know, entry-level lasers, mid-range lasers, big industrial lasers. We have lasers for textile. So I could only fit so much here. So, but at that, you know, we're having an open house actually next Friday and Saturday, and that's where everybody can see all the other technologies that we have.
So whether somebody's, you know, just looking to get started, entry-level equipment for a decoration process.
Correct.
Like right over here, we had the GTX Pro, great DTG machine.
Correct.
And then you have the 600.
Correct.
You know, different price point, different capabilities, speed, size of print. But again, you guys offer a little bit of everything, whether, again, you're just trying to get started or, hey,
Correct.
I've got huge volume, I need the biggest.
I got big plans. It's funny because some of our biggest customers know nothing about apparel, zero. They know everything about coding and marketing. It just happens to be apparel that is their execution. But so that's the audience that, as you just pointed, you know, we believe that if I could take care of my backyard, my core audience, my crafters, my enthusiasts, if I got total command of that, then everything else just will manifest because I'm starting with them. If they want to grow, guess what? They're coming to me for their journey. But all that noise and excitement that they bring, I see the big boys now looking at us and saying, oh, I thought brothers were just for little entry-level people. No, not at all. It's all the same print head pretty much on all machines. That's powerful. I've been back to the vertical manufacturing of this type of system. So yeah, it's a journey. We have any part of the rainbow we could pretty much cover when it comes to talking to our company, garmentprinter.com.
So what might a UV printer, because this is a little bit of a larger, you know, UV DTF printer.
Correct.
What's something like this go for?
We're talking, well, again, the pricing's right here. $20,500 is the entry level. As you know, if you do a lease, that's only a couple $100 a month. You know, it's a very affordable tool. But the things you could do with it, again, when we're talking about If you're in the apparel stuff, again, it allows you to do fun, creative things like that. This was also a UV DTF sticker for a slap book that these artists are all about. This was also UV DTF.
And you know, every decoration process can be done well or poorly. And one of the main ways to decorate drinkware, which is one of your most popular non-apparel products in our industry, is the fear that, oh, if you put it in the dishwasher, it's going to break down.
Right.
Well, a year ago when I first started playing around with UV DTF, I didn't have that much success when I would outsource, transfer, and apply it. I'll tell you, everything gets better over time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's amazing how durable it is. The other thing to remember with DTF and UV DTF is it's a transfer. So not every job has to be applied by you.
Correct.
You can outsource it. The semi-issue there is it's become a very saturated market when it comes to transfers, especially with DTF. One way to differentiate yourself, to have a UV DTF, and hey, not only do we carry the apparel and anything fabric that we're going to heat apply, hard goods.
Absolutely,
you got that, so
absolutely.
you could be pumping them out, do what you need to do in-house, send them to whatever shop that also needs it and hasn't taken the dive yet.
Yeah, again, the versatility of this, it's mind-blowing. It really is. It does open up, if you're just a small cottage company here, it does diversify you just like that. Yes, you could go with your average customers, but again, I have some people coming in from the auto industry. I go, hey, I need these things for my decorating my dashboards or stuff like that. This is the stuff to do it. Again, the whole, just by having the technology allowed that opportunity to present itself. When we're talking about this gentleman, he was actually part of, I support what we call the Love Drop. When COVID hit, Wahoo's Fish Tacos, which is a franchise out here, I know the owner pretty well. He developed the California Love Drop, and he got all kinds of people to support him. What he would do, he would take free lunches to all the frontliners. So we do free garb, we give this. One of those gentlemen that helped them, he has his own little candy company. He's an executive chef at the Ritz-Carlton, I believe, but he also has his little side hustle. And he was having a struggle branding his little boxes in order to get them to the Ritz-Carltons, get them into other stores, because everybody wanted their little brand. Guess what? We showed him this, put Pelican Hill, put this thing out, his salespeople out there, orders are coming in like crazy. So that, again, this guy's a chef, didn't realize, but again, this is the stuff from a soft-sided good. The guy, I'm in the apparel sector, but this type of technology created that opportunity. Yeah, you go. Yep. So it's for a couple.
Smallest learning curve, too.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
digital.
Can you apply a sticker? Because my 4-year-old can. And it's actually been kind of dangerous when I brought UV DTF stickers in the house, and I'm like, I got to be careful leaving it around with my daughter.
See, this is UV DTF.
And it's got that 3-dimensional look and feel, which also just the perceived value goes up.
It throws the skateboard guys wacko. They say, wait a minute here. How did you do that? How did you do that? Again, just technique, technology, a little experimentation, and I'm all about systems. It has to be easy, and there's reasons that this is designed the way it's designed. But
so, again, like on DecoNetwork, just so you guys know, we don't have a catalog of skateboards. You can upload an image of any product, such as a blank
2.0,
skateboard,
2.0.
and now you can drop all that artwork on there, and your customer get that real-time visualization using the design tool. And back in the day, I bet your skateboard guys would be like, okay, how many hundreds of these do I gotta buy?
Exactly.
And that's where I think, with you guys, garmentprinter.com, you really started.
I'm so proud of you.
I know you are. I know you are. But you guys really focus a lot on, hey, there is a no minimum, because that's what, Amazon and so forth. Hey, I want it tomorrow, and I don't want to have to buy a ton.
You're wrong. I want it yesterday. I want it yesterday. No, you're absolutely wrong. Yeah. We are, believe it or not, we are in the mass personalization industry, with what we do. We've had the wholesale, the big production for many, many years. It's been there as means of business. But now with digital, with technology, as you alluded to, being able to do cost effectively, that's what digital brings to our world here. So yes, so when we say that and hear that, it's changing everything. When we sold stuff to Disney had, what stores did they have inside? It was that wasn't CNN. It was I forgot, they have a brand inside. Before, they had to have so much political stuff to have branded t-shirts. Now, guess what? They bought printers, digital printers, got rid of everything, just posted, and people are just choosing and printing on demand. This is in the early days. But just to see that from there to now, again, we're seeing these guys that are doing the online fulfillment of 10,000 unique items every single day at a minimum, and then it segues into stickers, same thing, segues into DTF, same thing, just one. But electronics and digital game plans allows that to happen.
And two things there to piggyback off. So I got in the industry, my best friend in college and just growing up, his dad owned a restaurant, and they had a 2-hour wait every single day, and they were kind of selling some t-shirts. And it's like, if you're gonna wait 2 hours for a meal, you're gonna spend $14 on a t-shirt. Every time they sold one, they're making $8 off of a shirt.
Right.
It's almost more than the meal. So when we went in there, we would stock shirts and so forth, but we would also set up a website because guess what? The women don't want the unisex black t-shirt only. Let them go online, choose the style, the color they want.
You understood your audience.
And then we had DTG to then fulfill it. And now with this stuff, again, it's all about even low, it's great at low run, but it's not bad at high run either.
No.
And a Mamaki like UV printer or an eco-solvent printer, same thing. It's a digital printer using CMYK ink. And in this case, you even have clear and white with this.
So guess what? All that extra vinyl that's fading away, you know, I have orange that I bought. I can't use it. Put it in here because you have the white ink. All the specialty media, you know, some of the things that we're executing with, you know, this has a specialty media inside of it. It's a glitter, and we're playing with the gradients, not just a flat, you know, spot color. We're playing with the shades of gradients, the transparency of the gradients to take advantage of the reflective material behind it. I could do one.
Yep.
I can do one. And when people see one, they want more. So that's the beauty of all this.
Digital printers have gotten cheaper, better, and the consumables have also gotten tremendously cheaper. I mean, I remember when I got into DTG, it was pretty easy to have, you know, $7 worth of ink and a very large print. Those days are kind of over, and DTF is even shrinking a little bit more. I used to say
when DTG first started, you need 3 ones. A printer for a t-shirt for $1, a print for $1, and your labor for $1, you know, but that has come down. It's come down considerably. Now we're at 14 cents a cc, and based on how many machines you have, we could give you even more discounts, but so there's plans for all that. But yeah, I've seen the ink price go from here to, okay, fine, and it's still again, compared to other print medias, it's still the other way, but it's, again, I could get the maximum margin by being able to do that one, you know, so that's what people, and easily is the key.
So in this room, DTF is the main apparel printing piece of equipment.
Right.
I walk through the room, I always check off how many DTG printers I see, DTF, screen printers, and DTF is probably 70% of this room. And you know, there's a lot of like, well, which one do I go with? And in my opinion, the next big thing is being able to just hit the colors perfectly. You know, how do you differentiate yourself from another shop offering the same exact process?
I do what we call, and I subscribe to this all my adult life, is just listen to your customer. What do they need? Be that doctor. Ask the right questions. Probe them. Where are you now? What can I solve here? Where do you want to go? Let's understand that journey and then help you navigate. So again, part of our credo is making sure that we can deliver that message regardless of wherever you are on the rainbow. But back to what you said about DTF. Yes, DTF right now, 8-color systems is the next trends that I see right now. Everybody's doing CMYK, and don't get me wrong, does amazing work, etc. CMYK is what 95% of the industry, unless you're in the real photography-based stuff with gradients and whatnot, that's when you need to talk that type of equipment. But in the apparel decorating sector, you didn't need to get that detailed. But now we are. We're absolutely there, where somebody could choose a Mamaki or choose a Brother, and those are great, but some of them are faster, some of them are a little more expensive, and then some of them have more color, and that's what this particular machine does have 8 colors, which allows some nice differences. Again, just traditional CMYK prints and putting it in a special 8-color mode, I could have more vibrancy. So you could see, just being able to do that, and we're playing with my rip, I could see some subtle difference. Now, If people can't notice a difference, I go, this technology may not be with you. This is for the educated eye. This is for the guy that has to have that Coca-Cola red, or some other things. This pastel, I gotta have that based on the colors that guess what? You're not gonna go on other 4-color systems. But again, it is a slower technology, but again, it's still a quality, it's fast enough. Let me rephrase that. But again, I'm over here working on a 3rd bedroom. I don't need to do 30,000 sheets a day, etc. I need to do my couple dozen for my brand or for sampling, whatever the case may be. So again, every piece of equipment has its place. But as I continue this journey, you'll see some nice differences just between going, and remember, these were all printed throughout the system. And here's a good example here. Again, here we are in Lakertown, and in the early days, this is all I had to work with. I had to find what's the best color purple here just to get away with it, for lack of a better word. But by putting it in the 8-color mode, same exact piece of art, you could see that difference in my purples now versus the others. Okay, so that, again, that is where the specific tool applies. If you're here in LA, fashion, color. The other ones, I could probably tweak and get close enough, but it can't be close enough to these artisans that we deal with all the time. So yeah, that is what this particular subset of a technology brings, but it is the next thing, and you're right.
Yep, so again, you're full of knowledge, Fern. GarmentPrinter.com, guys. You can learn a lot about a lot of different decoration processes. Fern is a great guy. He treated us to a Dodger game.
That's why you're getting all this great love.
Yeah, we love you, man. So again,
it was a great game, by the way. Tell him 4 home runs in 1 inning.
Shohei Ohtani hitting home runs.
Yeah, I was amazing. I was actually envious, but okay, to a good guy, I'm okay.
GarmentPrinter.com, guys.
Thanks for hearing me out.
Thanks, Fern.
Okay, you got it.